Hi, it's Marina the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card Weekly Guidance for the 18th through to the 24th of March. So if you've not chanced to pick your card yet, I want you to tune into cards 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to reveal the messages, themes, and energies that will support you over the next 7 days. And also we are using relationships as our topic for the bonus card. So I'm actually using the Akashic Oracle card deck, which is a modality in a box, and it comes with its own key pendulum and training masterclass. And also, if you've not seen, I've also got my beautiful Akashic Ascension aura spray now available. Just having a little connection here, which is just divine. It's really kind of fresh, abundant, kind of smells, but it's really kind of high vibe in terms of opening up your crown and connecting up with the etheric realms. But it's great for, just cleansing the room, cleansing your ritual spaces, your, spell plates, for meditation, whatever it is that you want to just higher your vibe, then the spray works really, really well. Okay, so we've got definitely themes coming through here. And for me, it's all about power. And I do talk about power a lot, actually, in terms of where we give our power away, where we can reclaim our power back, where we leak our energy, we leak our power. And so this is definitely a theme of the week, of really looking at where we place our power, where we can realign that, where we can, bring that light, our soul light back to us, and just noticing where through our subconscious programming or conditioning or habits or behaviors where we may kind of, or even our beliefs and our perspectives, we are giving our power away where we don't need to. The relationships is the bonus card. It's a beautiful card. It's perfect for relationships, and you'll understand why when I reveal it. So again, I would encourage you to listen to all 3 cards, because they build and they give you kind of pointers on what to focus on with power, in terms of like life areas or themes that might be there where, you can go a little bit deeper and have a look. And of course, you've got your own card that you've actually picked. So that's going to be the main focus of where you are looking at your power. And when we're in our power, it's magnetic. It's, we're kind of showing up in a really aligned way. We feel good. And that vibration, we give that vibration off. And so people are really attracted by that. So just know that when we are doing things with our frequency, our vibration, our energy, our light, and we're doing activities that support us at a soul level, but support us at a physical level as well, we're showing the self-care, the nurturing, all of that, it really does allow us to shine our light in a brighter way. Now, of course, we have the karmic blocks, we have the programming and the conditioning, the wounds and the trauma that have dimmed our light. And we also may be carrying ancestral stuff as well. So these are the bits and pieces that we can actively look at, or we can notice through our week, so that we've got some information and we've got, something to actually work with. So if you pick card 1 as your main focus, as I say, listen to all 3 cards, but it's balance and flow. So this is about you being in balance and flow this week. So just really ensuring that there are those pockets of time where you can factor in your calendar, where you can enhance your balance. And when we're in balance, flow is the happy byproduct of us being in balance. So we don't even have to really do the work on the flow. The flow is the thing that will happen. So it's really looking at, where am I feeling in balance in my life, in my business, in my relationships, with my health, with myself, my connection, and where do I feel unbalanced, a little bit off the kilter? And it might be, you're spending too much time in one life area, like say, for instance, business, or focusing on health because it's taking all of your time. And there's other things that are suffering because of that. They're not getting the time that they may be needing. And it's also looking at that, is your life and where you put your time and energy really skewed? and you're not allowing enough time for yourself or enough time for family, friends, all that type of stuff. So this is about you regaining your balance this week and just ensuring that there is an element of balance through your week, that there's little pockets of time scheduled in. If you need to schedule it in, if that's the only way that you're going to be able to do it, then get it in the calendar. And do those activities that support balance. And so for some of you, it may be being near water is like really balancing, even listening to water, you know, off something off YouTube, like a babbling brook. That can be very soothing for some of us that have a real connection with water and the healing sounds of water. Some of you will prefer to be right next to water, so you can take in the ions and really kind of physically get the rewards of being near running water. Don't think kind of like still water so much so, because I mean that still might be healing for some people because you're out in nature, but if there's kind of like stagnant water, then I'd maybe stay clear of that and go for more of the water that's actually running, because there's a cleansing aspect to that water. It's also running, you know, so there's movement in there, movement of energy. So what brings you balance? Think about one activity that you can factor in this week, put it in the comments below, that I am going to commit to doing this thing. And it could be meditation, it could be whatever, journaling, reading, just going for a walk. What are you going to commit to today or this week? Put it in the comments below, that's going to bring you balance. And I'd love you to respond to that question if you can. And let me know in the comments. So how can you bring more balance? You don't have to worry about the flow, because everything then flows because you are balanced. And you're allowing more flow of balance to come back to you. So it's this beautiful perpetual cycle that you create. So that's card one. So let me know how that resonates for you, and also just let me know what you're going to do to support your own balance, well-being this week. So if you pick card two, again, go back and listen to card one, because it's about power. And I've said that the theme through these cards is power. So going back to card one in terms of relation to power, you can see she's got this beautiful light all around her head. The balance is her power. This is where she comes back to herself and she regains this power within her. If you pick card two, it's ancestral heritage. And so what I'm really focusing on is the hand in the middle. So you may find that there's ancestral threads and just aspects of healing that may come up for you this week, whether that's through health issues, whether it's like through behavior patterns, trauma, experiences, events that you're that you know about, that you could maybe actively do some ancestral healing for. But coming back to the focus of power, I think also what we need to be mindful of is that we're not giving too much away to our families, to our friends, to our tribe, community. So this can also come into work as well. And just ensuring that we are still powered up to be able to deliver to the best of our ability. And if we feel that we need to go back to card one to get balance and flow, to then show up more in our power from a place that feels more fulfilled, it feels more energized. Again, that's what people are magnetized towards. They want to feel your energy, not consciously, but that's, you know, the magnetism that you create is when we're showing up in our gifts and we're showing up in our expertise and we show up in our excitement and our passion. And that is magnetic, and people really love to be in that energy. But if you're feeling depleted and tired and it's like obligated and resentful and all of that energy, and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to just show up because I said I would. People feel that as well, and that can be a bit of a repellent. So there's kind of two messages with this card. Ancestral healing might be a topic of this week, of things that may come up for you that you know that maybe you've got the ability to do some healing around, which is perfect. But we've also got just looking at boundaries around your own power when it comes to other people, friends, family, community. business. So are you being in your power? Are you still maintaining the power? You know, you've got the key. This is down to you in terms of what you give and what you don't, without guilt. And if you can't do that without guilt, then there's a little bit of something to work on there as well. But this is about you being in your magnetism, in your power, knowing that you are energized and you're not giving too much, ensuring that your cup is always full and you're giving from the saucer. So ancestral heritage is card 2. So this is just ensuring that your power is perfect with other people. So let me know how that card resonates. And of course, if you want to get your own healing oracle session, you can do this either with a package of 4 sessions per year where you get to be supported by me for a whole year, or you can have a single session. I do that on a subscription if you're doing the package. So it's really affordable and it's a great way to work with me, as I say, 4 times through the year, every quarter. And there's Akashic record healing on each of those sessions, as well as a forecast for the 3 months. If you pick card 3, it's my favorite card of the deck. Am I supposed to have favorites? Absolutely. Okay, so again, it comes back to power. And for some of you that know what this card's going to be, it's deservability and self-worth. So it's coming back to that power. So we're in our balance and flow. We're in our power with the people that we're hanging out with through the week, knowing that we're just giving the right amount that feels good for us without guilt. So maintaining a really beautiful space there and being in our power, which is magnetic. And we're in deservability and self-worth. So it comes back to us, but what we might find, and please, if you're just tuning into card 3, go listen to card 2 and card 1, because they all relate to this theme of power. So what you might find if you've got 3 as your specific focus, that there is a requirement for you to step into your power in a bigger way and really maybe be visible with that power. So there's no more hiding and shying away here and being insecure and allowing the doubts to kind of really cloud your judgment or to have you feel fearful. This is like, no, I've had enough of that. I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to find my inner queen or king, and I'm going to allow her to step forward or him to step forward. I'm going to stand in my power. Now, we're not doing this in an egotistical way. We're not doing it in a horrible way, like where we're trying to take other people's power. We're making a stance for our values and our integrity and our authenticity and our beliefs. And we may have never done it with certain people before, or in certain situations, like at work. You know, it's quite easy to just keep saying yes, yes, yes. And then, you know, we have the consequences of saying yes all the time, where we can feel really tired and we don't feel like we have a lot of our own time, or we feel like that we're being judged if we don't say yes. You know, all of the things that can come through that particular type of scenario. But when we stand in our power, it can be fearful, but it also can be incredibly fulfilling, and there's a real sense of value and worth and deservability that comes from that accomplishment, satisfaction. There's that almost that, and for some of you, it might be like, oh my God, I can't believe that I've actually stood in my power with that thing, which has been taking my power all of this time. And it could be even like a worry, an insecurity that, you know, you're constantly worrying about it. And it's like, enough is enough. I'm taking back my power from that worry that I keep putting myself in. And it's like, no more. I'm either going to take some action on this, physical action, or I'm just refusing to buy into the belief or whatever it might be, the worry that you have. And it's kind of like when we make a decision, and even out loud or in your mind say, I am taking my power back in this situation. I am taking my power back. So you're really kind of making a stand for it. That feels good. That feels really good when you're doing that. It can also feel, as I say, a bit scary because it might be not something you would normally do. But it will really help with your self-worth and deservability and being able to really stand in your own power in a bigger way. And that's what this card 3 is all about. It's about elevating your deservability and self-worth, but elevating your power in a way that feels authentic. It feels It feels compassionate. As I say, it's not one where we're manipulated and taking other people's power. It's like we are standing in our power. We're defending ourselves maybe where we've never defended ourselves before. We're letting people know what our beliefs are, which maybe we haven't because we've been scared to. So it's really like allowing yourself to be seen in all of your glory and really owning it. So this is about owning your power. It's easy to recognize maybe where your power's going and where, you know, and trying to figure out how to take it back. But when we own our power, it's where we really embody it. And it's just, we're in our power. And we're not going to be in our power in everything. So this is where we have to see where we give it away through all of the things that I've already spoken about. But this week is about owning your power. So how can you own it even more? And if you're fully owning it and you're just like, this is me already, it's just like, well, this is celebration. So continue to own it in all its glory. So let me know how that card 3 resonates. As I say, if you've only just listened to card 3, please go back and listen to cards 1, 2, and 3. And the bonus card is all about relationships. So we've talked about our power, having balance. We've talked about maybe our dynamic with our relationships, community, family, friends, making sure that we're still in our power, not giving it away, not allowing it to be drained. And then we're talking about our deservability and self-worth as a topic of power as well, and really owning our power in a very not authoritative way, as I say, negative. It's like just really knowing ourselves and being comfortable and confident with who we are and really owning that. Relationships when it comes to power can also be, as we know, a bit of an energy drain. And relationships is the main theme. And it's unconditional love. So, I mean, it's just such the perfect card for relationships. So, from a power perspective, where we still have our power and we still feel we have our power in our relationships, and this doesn't necessarily just mean romantic relationships, it's wherever you've got this quality of unconditional love, where there's an opportunity to love without conditions, without strings attached, because that's what it means. And if we've got relationships where there are strings, there are expectations all of the time, then it's not, that is an energy drain as well. We're not in our power with that particular relationship either. So there could be a bit of a highlight on where you would like to have more unconditional love, or you would like to show more unconditional love. So there might be a little bit of work around that. But there's also this question about you being able to receive unconditional love. Again, without the strings attached and the conditions. Being able to receive it without then thinking, what do I need to give back in return? What will they expect of me? Are you able to just receive love and just receive it for receiving's sake? And for some of us, that might feel really uncomfortable because we feel that we have to do something for it, because it's how we've been conditioned. So unconditional love is where your power is this week in your relationships, not just with others, but also with yourself. So if you don't have the unconditional love or even acceptance of yourself, then again, there's an opportunity there to reclaim your power. And it's almost like these cards are giving us aspects, giving us ways to just kind of bolster back these power bulbs, these lights, and just kind of stick them back to ourselves. It's like we're reclaiming them back so that we can shine even brighter. And this is not shining brighter for anybody else. It's just shining bright for you. It's your soul alignment. It's your soul spark. And so all of these cards this week for me just highlight the areas that we may just need to do a little bit of work or shine the light on there, or it might be just something that comes up through the week and you can remember this reading, this video, come back and listen to it and just get a bit more information on what I recommend. And if you're not sure, then put something in the comments below and then I can obviously help and support you as best as I can. So unconditional love, how can you receive more unconditional love? How can you give more unconditional love? Again, it might be not something that you're used to doing. The easiest way for me to tap into unconditional love is when I think about the love that I give to pets, or, you know, when you see a newborn baby and there's just like, there's no expectations. It's just like, you just have that love. You have that love. That's unconditional love. Obviously, we have it with people as well, but that was just the easiest example that I could give that people can hopefully relate to. So unconditional love. Let me know how the cards resonate. I would love to hear. Let me know what you're going to do to support your balance this week from card 1. If the other 2 cards, well, 3 cards, are kind of like triggering anything or connecting in with anything that you think it may like point to, you know, please put these things in the comments. And of course, if you want to work with me deeper one-to-one, please reach out. So obviously, we've got the Akashic Oracle card sessions that I do. You can get your own modality in a box by getting your own deck and play along with me each week. Or you may want to have more of a full-on one-to-one healing session. Again, I do that in single sessions or packages where we go much deeper and you kind of really held and supported as we clear away layers and layers and layers of energetic gunk, karmic gunk, so you can have your next breakthrough in life or business. So I can help in all the ways, and if I can't, then I'm probably certain I will know somebody that can. So please do reach out. Okay, love and blessings. Have a beautiful week, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.